beg, buck me at the Emirates. Buck me at the Emirates, because I'll go. You let me know what game you want to go to. Yo, people, what we saying? What we spraying? Back again for another stream, and yeah, it's game day, man. It's match day. Arsenal are facing Sunderland. I think we're the 5:30 game. Obviously, at some point, you lot correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't exactly checked the time. But I do think that we are the 5:30 game, which is good because I feel like with how big of a game week this is, we kind of needed to play first. But we'll get into all of that good stuff. But yeah, just make sure you're doing like some of the basics, you know what I mean? Liking the video, like subscribing to the channel, getting involved in the chat, all of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So oh yeah, also hit the bell. Obviously, I drop a lot of content. You lot know this. And I think it would just be, I just think it'd be great if, like, you know, when I'm dropping content, you don't miss it, right? You know, whenever I go live or drop a video, as I say. So get me. So smash that bell and obviously make sure you're checking out all the other content that I do. You're dropping likes, you're dropping comments, and you're hyping up the video, because teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I'm saying? And obviously around these sides, you know what we're on?
Strength, no weakness. We don't do weakness.
Get it? Me not do weakness. You get me? So obviously, I'm just gonna go through the press conference. You know, react to the press conference a bit. Then obviously after that, talk a bit about the game, predicted lineup that I would go in this game. I'm going pretty strong. And then finally, I'll leave y'all with a prediction. So I guess along the way, just make sure you guys are dropping your predictions. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the chat. And yeah, we'll take it from there. Big up LBAFC, my brother. Big up Hawks. Let's get the W. Yeah, that's what we're going for, man. Trust me. Big up Liam, man. Morning. Hope you're good, my bro. Yeah, we definitely need the W, you know. 2-2 got his Josh, man. We already spoke about this, Josh, man. Soon you will be joining the Gunners. Yeah, you're joining the Gunners soon, Josh. Yeah, we don't need none of that negative energy, you know. We don't need no 2-2. Oh, you mean 2-2 in the Liverpool Man City game? See, I hear it, Josh. I agree. I big up Gooner 1970 Hawks. Did you see the interview Slot did Sky Sports? He was moaning about time wasting, long throws, and how he doesn't like the football being played. Yeah, he's just crying. He's actually just crying. Like, you know what? Yeah, I find it funny. Yeah, how no one's actually really called him out on it. Cause like I remember like a couple seasons ago, whenever Arteta would say something that he didn't like or he didn't feel was right, it would be like breaking news everywhere. Like everywhere, it would be breaking news. And Slot just seems like he can say whatever he wants, and it doesn't really get spoken about in the same way. So he's saying some mad stuff. I ain't seen the interview, but I know he said I know he's been saying some mad stuff, and he's made it. I remember he said, what did he say? He said something about how we can't press the way we want to because the ball's always in the air. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? So yeah, man, hey, haters gonna hate, lovers gonna love. You know what I'm saying? Big up Malcolm Carragher, my brother. All right, lad, Hawks. I was at Sunderland on Monday. We should have been 2-0 up. It was Barry who missed a chance. I think it will 2-0 Arsenal. Yeah, I agree. We'll get to the prediction. Well, at least my prediction at the end. But I definitely do think that we're getting a W in this one. It's going to be a tricky game, but I do think we'll get the W. And all the best, you know, for this game week, Malcolm. You know, I hope Everton can get the W. I think you're playing Fulham. Is it Fulham that Everton's playing? I think. Wait, let me check. There's some good games this game week, you know. There's some very good games this game week. Yeah, you're playing Fulham at home. So there's Spurs Man United. I'm gonna miss part of that game. I gotta go to the doctors, then I gotta go gym. So I'm gonna miss part of that game. I might even miss all of that game. But maybe they might show it in the gym, so I might get to catch it. Obviously Sunderland, Arsenal. You know, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm always gonna think that's a good game. But Sunderland are actually like they're in and around the top four. So I definitely think that'd be an interesting game. I think Aston Villa Bournemouth is going to be a very interesting game. Brentford Newcastle is going to be a very interesting game. Obviously, you got the Palace Brighton derby, so that there should be a bit of fire there. And then the Man City Liverpool. I actually think the deadest game this game week is Nottingham Forest Leeds. It was so hard to predict as well, but we'll see what happens there, man. I big up Khalid, my brother. We need to be 12 to 15 points ahead. Well, we start with today, right? Because if we get a W today, then we'll be 9 points clear of Man City and 10 points clear of Liverpool. And I mean, I think Man City are going to win, which then means we're double digits ahead of Liverpool, which for me, that's Liverpool done. For like, if we're talking about winning the league, that's Liverpool done. You get it? Hi, morning, JD Adoli, the Mugen Fire, my brother. Morning, Hooks. Hope you're good. Funny stream last. Trench Talks. Yeah. And obviously at the end of Trench Talks, yeah, they well, at least the end of me being there, they tried to grab me. You know what I mean? They tried to grab me, but you see me, yeah. You know who I am. Wait, let me get it. I got this clip loaded, yeah, for whenever people think they can grab me in it. You know what I'm saying? You get me? Cool, man. I'm the one. I am the one. You know what I'm saying? I am the one. If we keep this momentum and increase our gap, we'll do it 100%. In the past, we... I would yeah. What were we saying, Khalid? What the winning the Premier League was too much of a lengthing, and we thought we could go a couple hours, 2-2s now, 5 minutes in. Raw. What's going on? What's going on? Liverpool is never done, and you'll never walk alone. Yeah, man, you man will be finished. Finite. I got a £3-5 bet on Paddy Power. Do you have any shots on targets or fouls for? And you know what? Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Because like you never really know who Arteta's gonna play. But I would say, disclaimer: I am not qualified to give any financial advice. These are just my recommendations that I may do. Because I haven't even thought about bets what I'm doing later. But I might do. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't tell people how to use their money. But I would say maybe a Trossard on a shot on target. And who else will play? Maybe a Trossard and a Saka, or a Trossard and an Eza. That's what I would say. And then for fouls, for and against, I'm not too sure. Saka's always a safe bet for fouls against. Like Saka's always getting fouled, but outside of that, it's kind of hard. Maybe Eza again on that one. Calafiori shot on target that's a shout. That's like one of them ones where you get me, the betting people, they don't really want to favor you on that one, but it's mad, you know. It's defo doable. It's defo doable as well. For Man U Spurs. So for Man U Spurs, I'd say Mbumo, shot on target. I would say Fernandez is another shout. Good shout for a shot on target. From the Tottenham side is difficult. I really don't know who they'll play, but maybe a Kolo Muani. Maybe. I don't know if they'll probably start. Maybe a Kolo Muani. Xavi Simmons and Kudus, I don't know. Like maybe a Kudus, but Kudus, I don't know if he'll play, but maybe a Kudus. Xavi Simmons, maybe for an assist, who knows? Fouls. Kudus is obviously someone who's usually going to get fouled. You know, he's he's like the guy, he likes to dribble in it, so he's going to have a lot of the ball. So I would definitely say probably Kudus for fouls, but yeah, that's what I think, innit? Sunderland left back to foul, Marino to win a foul. Marino, we might even go with Marino up top, innit? So that's a good. That completely slipped my mind. If Marino is going to be our striker, then probably Marino shot on target as well. I big up Joe Musashi, my brother, man. Like, hope you're good, man. Addy, May 2026, 21. Yeah, we'll see. Make sure you're here. Make sure you're here, bro. Make sure you're here. Harry Maguire shot on target. That's funny. Cali stop on target. Oh, Cali shot on target has good odds. I'm going to do one later with Cali to have two. Oh, Cali to have 2 shots. Whoa. I mean, JD, if you got money to play a bar, like, you might as well grab yourself a badge. Might as well grab yourself a badge. Do you know what I mean? To get it, like, it's cheaper than the bet. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a lot cheaper than the bet. You know what I mean? Spurs aren't good at home at all. Yeah. I think Man United are winning, though. I predicted a 2-1. Anyone that watched the prediction show, I predicted a 2-1 2-1 Manchester United. I do think that Manchester United will win. I think they'll break that because they got a little voodoo with Tottenham in it because the last few games they haven't won. But look, people, gonna jump into the watching the presser now. So just make sure before we go into the presser, you man are liking the video. Come on, let's get the numbers up. Let's get as many people inside as possible. Let me switch up my screen. Boom, and let's go.
No news. We remain the same, and nobody new that can join the squad, so all the same.
Fantastic boost to see Gabriel Jesus on the training pitch yesterday. You said,
"Aye, Gabby's back. You know, Gabby is back. Gabby's back. I am seeing 2-2 Liverpool Man City. Hey, let's see, man. Hey, Gabby's back. Gabby's black. Wait, let me do a poll. Let me start a poll. Yeah. Does Jesus? Oh shit! I had the cap locks on. Does Jesus play today? All right. Does Jesus play today? Are we all gonna get spun? Gooners, are we gonna get spun? And then 2-2s. We're seeing Gabby Jesus in the squad. Is he gonna be in the match day squad? Hey, I can't lie. Having a bit of that Jogger Benito, yeah, I can't lie, I'm gassed. Hey, if he's fit enough to be in the squad, hey, just start him, man. Hey, I would go Hey, how about this? I'd go Jesus as a striker. How about that? Proper false 9. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, man.
Him and the other 4 or 5 injuries that you've got not available for tomorrow, but how long before do you think Gabriel could be back in the reckoning?
I don't know. Now it's about making the steps day by day in a different surrounding. Obviously, he's been doing everything on his own. Now he's got players around him, very competitive players around him, and see how he copes with that. But he's full of energy. I love the reaction of all his teammates when he first joined us, and yeah, great to have him back.
Just to confirm that Odegaard, Havertz, Madueke, Gyökeres and Martinelli not available tomorrow.
I cannot confirm all of that, but
Hey, that's what I was waiting for. That is what I was waiting for because I kind of knew about this part. One of the mystery players is gonna be pulling up. Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Havertz? Is it gonna be Odegaard? Is it gonna be Gyökeres? Is it gonna be Madueke? Who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Martinelli? It could be Martinelli. Hey, there's a mystery Arsenal player that will be pulling up in the squad, and I can't lie, I'm so gassed to see who it is. Yeah, the little smile. Do you know what? It might be having. You know what? You're right, JD. You know that little smile could definitely be Havertz. You know, because we all know he's got a soft spot for Havertz in it. We all know this. You think it's Gyökeres? Gyökeres is. Do you know what? Do you know why I think it's not Gyökeres? Because Gyökeres pulled out of international duty. So if he pulled out of international duty, but then he turns up in the Arsenal Sunderland game, it's gonna look a bit dodgy. gonna look a bit dodgy. I won't lie, it'll look a bit dodgy still.
You are not far.
And are you hopeful still after the international break you'll have all, if not some of them back?
Some of them, all of them, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of things that have to happen in the next 2 weeks, and everything has to be perfect. But I think we'll.
Oh my God, you're a lifesaver, Joe. I fully forgot about FPL, and Gyökeres is fully my captain. So, hey, thank you, man. My bro. Oh my God, I would have been fucked this week. Oh my God.
Be very close with most of them to be in a really strong position.
It's Sunderland next. Sure to be quite an emotional game for one player in particular, in Granit Xhaka. He says that you changed him as a human being, both on and off the pitch. Could you give us an insight into the conversations you had with him, and what part of your journey did he play?
Yeah, I loved every minute that we spent together. When I joined, he was in a special moment, I would say, of his life and his career. And between all of us, we tried to guide him, to give him a different perspective, to make him feel loved, valued, and he responded in an incredible way. So he made me a better coach. He helped us to develop and improve a lot as a football team and as a club. And I will be eternally grateful because I have great memories with him.
And you know what? Yeah, playing against Xhaka, I don't know. It's gonna feel kind of weird, man. Because like I personally, I liked Xhaka in it. I liked the type of character that he was in it. Like, don't get me wrong. I think one of the main problems with Xhaka is he was played out of position for like the majority of his career. Because like if you watched him prior, I think he came from. It was Borussia Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach. Can't believe I'm doing the bouncer thing and saying words wrong. But so, you man know what it's called, innit? That thing. And he was playing as an 8 there. But when he came to Arsenal, he had a deeper role. Like Wenger had him in a deeper role, had him kind of sitting, and it just didn't make sense. And then obviously Arteta. I think Arteta in the season before he left, he just pushed him further up the field, and that's what we all saw the season that he had. And since then he's kind of gone like onwards and up. Like he played like a pivotal role in helping Leverkusen win the league, invincible as well. Like I'm pretty sure he was the captain there. But he was a leader in the dressing room, innit? Because like there was a lot of young players at Bayer Leverkusen when they won that league. So he was like that. He was like the leader. He was the experienced one. He was the uncle, the old man. And then obviously, you know, Ten Hag came in and he was like, there ain't no way on this God's green earth am I being managed by Ten Hag. So he busts out and he's gone to Sunderland now, and look how well Sunderland's doing. I think that's kind of, and he's playing a pivotal role there as well. Like, I'm pretty sure he scored the goal against Everton to make it 1-1. He's playing a big role for them. Leader again, a lot of young players at Sunderland. So I just think that, yeah, it's going to be good to see him back. It's going to feel a bit weird playing against him, but yeah, man, we see how it is. We see how it goes, man. Mönchengladbach, okay, kind of okay. I don't think Jesus will start, but he might get 15 to 20, depends on how the game's going. I just want to see him play again, because he definitely brings something that we don't have too much of in the team.
Given the relationship you had with him, well, when he did leave in 2023, how reluctant were you to let him go? Did you try and convince him to stay?
Well, I already did it once, and then we extended his contract, and when he came in and explained the reasons, you have to understand the human being, you have to be grateful. It was a unique opportunity for him to come back to his country, to his family, and there were certain things that he wanted to experience as well. And I believe it was the right moment. So he was very honest, as he is, very straightforward, as he always is. And we find a way to find a good solution for all of us.
Where would you rank Xhaka's move to Sunderland in regard to the signings of the summer?
Do you know what? Yeah, before he ranks it, yeah, I actually think Xhaka to Sunderland is one of the signings of the season. I'll definitely have him in top five summer signings personally for me, because I don't think people realize, but wait, like Sunderland, deep it, yeah, Sunderland are fourth. After 10 games, Sunderland are fourth. They've won 5, they've drawn 3, and they've lost 2. Do you know how mad that is? The only teams that they haven't won more games than is Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal. They've actually lost less games than Liverpool and Man City. He's played a massive part in that as well. Now, big up Xhaka, man. Now, obviously, I know he had the thing where you get me to the fans and that, but I think they was on his back a lot, man. They was on his back. But he's dragging them, you know. Dragging. I agree. Yeah, defo top 5, 100%. Top 3, maybe, you know. I didn't want to say that. Off the top of my head, I can't remember all the signings, but he's been mad. He's been so mad. Yeah. See, I said this, Aaron, and people told me, oh, just because they won the game doesn't mean that Caicedo got bullied. And I was like, oh, you didn't watch the game. And it's like, well, okay, cool, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Well, with the impact he's having, one of the best, I would say.
Big country, not gonna lie. Hendo for Brentford, that's another one that's up there, you know. That's been a very good signing as well. Like Hendo's doing bits at Brentford. So you know what? Yeah, big up but you know what it is? It's smart business if you think about it, because Xhaka experienced in the Prem. Hendo experienced in the Prem. They was only ever gonna help out these teams, you know what I mean?
I think what they've done as a football club as well in the last few years is very impressive. The manner they've done and the decision that they've taken and how stable they look and how they have started the season. So, really impressed.
Someone you know very well is going to be in charge of his 1,000th game.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola on Sunday. Can you just put into context how big an achievement that is? And have you passed on your congratulations? Have you had any communication with him?
Not yet, because it's on Sunday, but yeah, what a number, what a career, what an inspiration he's been to everybody in football, I would say in sports as well, and especially for me. So yeah.
What? Nah, wait. Big up SAFC for life. Sunderland fan, we are stopping up. We are now like the last 6 team what come up and went straight back down. I think you mean stepping up. Ah, okay. We are stepping up. We are not like the... Okay, yeah. I agree. I can't lie. You lot started the season off amazingly. Obviously, I need you to lose today, bro. I need you to lose today. But outside of that, I hope you have a very good season. I actually predicted you guys to stay up anyway. I didn't think he was going down. So, yeah, I think you guys are gonna. I think you're gonna get a top 10 finish. I think top 5 would be a bit too hard. I know you're there at the moment, but maintaining that across 38-game season in the Prem after just coming up is too difficult. If you do it, then that's big. If you do it, but do you know what I mean? Sunderland are gonna humble Arsenal, but no, Dom Dewsbury, man, relax. This is a big thing though. 1,000th game in management. That's crazy. That shows just how experienced he is.
It's an incredible achievement. It goes in the history of the very best and the few that could only achieve something like that. And again, as I said, I think it will remain in the history of football for the years to come.
Final one from me, Mikel. Manchester City against Liverpool.
We need you to lose.
Where will you be watching it, and have you got a preference over the outcome?
I'm just focused on tomorrow's game. How crucial, how difficult, and how tough it's going to be. And that's the first step we have to make.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dom. Sam from PLP.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
just on Sunderland, they're obviously having a really great season this year. I think
I'm mourning my brother.
less goals in the Premier League so far.
Game day.
Just how good they've
Game
been
day.
at the back, and I guess what are you expecting from them overall at the weekend?
Yeah, well, no surprise when you analyze them and you see how well organized they are.
Do you know what? Yeah, just for me, obviously, before Arteta gives his analysis, from what I've seen from Sunderland, they're like, I think one of the reasons why they're doing so well is because they're a really physical team. Like, they're a really physical team. They work hard. They got fast players, big players, strong players. They actually press madly as well. Like, but the thing is, like, do you know what? Yeah, do you know what Sunderland didn't do? Yeah, which is the mistake that Burnley made and Ipswich made when they came up, is they're not really trying to do all that tiki-taka stuff. They're not trying to play football. They're calm. Yeah, if you want to have the ball, that's fine, but we're not going to let you have the ball calmly. Yeah, that space, you're not getting it. Close you down. We're going to be there. 2-3 man. Everyone's working really hard on the pitch and really hard for everyone. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, I think, yeah, see, this is why, because obviously in football, well, I don't know in football, in like the football YouTube space, people talk about mentality a lot. You know what I mean? This is true as well. You are very good at set pieces, but so are we. Like, people talk about mentality a lot and they go, oh, the only way that you can have mentality is if you win trophies. But I think Sunderland is showing that they have mentality, like they have the right mentality as well. So now, big up Sunderland, man. Sunderland are actually a massive problem. Yeah, and look, and the thing is, Aaron, yeah, a lot of these people that are watching football now and they're talking online, yeah, they don't remember Stadium of Light. They don't remember. I remember how difficult that ground was, like in the 90s, in the early 2000s. I remember. It was never an easy place to go to. Like, the fans get proper behind the team. They make it a cauldron, man. The atmosphere is mad. It's like one of the old school English football stadium. Like, do you know, slyly, I'd love to go there, you know. I think it was. Do you mean his last goal or the one when he came back? Like, do you mean his last goal or his last goal before he left to go Barca? But yeah, no, that's oh yeah, it's a 5:30 kickoff. Sweet, cool. All right, big up Ravi, my brother, man. Make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribing, man. All right, Kevin Phillips was our bad. What? Kevin Phillips and now Quinn. Yeah. I saw the video on Twitter today. And was in the blue kit, innit? Cold. That finish, cold. And it's just like Henry to score. He scored on the first game that he came back to Arsenal, and he scored on the last game that he played for. He's too mad. This is a very good comparison, you know. And look, they're rivals. They're close to each other, so it makes sense, innit? Similar kind of people. You know what I mean? Similar culture, all of that stuff. So. Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one, man. Oh, well.
How they adjust things, the spirit that they have within the team. I'm not surprised because they fully deserve the position that they have at the moment. So we know the type of game that we expect to play tomorrow and where the opportunities are and the things that we have to do very well to beat them. And that's what we're going to try to do.
As for your side, you keep on winning, you keep on keeping clean sheets as well. I guess the obvious question is, are Arsenal getting enough credit for just how good they are at the moment?
It's not about credit, it's about doing it. And once you've done it, do it again. And that's...
Can people stop saying that Arsenal avoid expectation and seek validation? Because he was just asked a question about should Arsenal be receiving more credit, and he didn't even think. There was no thought, nothing. It's not about credit. It's not about credit. It's about doing it and keep on doing it and doing it. Brother, the mentality is different around these sides.
What
it's
we have
different
to do today, train at our best, try to improve, trying to give a lot of clarity to the players and understanding of the game that...
I actually wanted in Dingra in the summer.
we have to play tomorrow, and tomorrow is execution day again.
And how do you improve? How do you take it to the next level now? Because for every manager, you want to win and you want to keep clean sheets. You're doing exactly that. So for you, what are the improvements moving forward?
Everything, because you learn from your team every single day, from your players every single day, from the opponents that you play every single time, and that's information that is so valuable for us. And tomorrow is going to be a different game to Tuesday, very different game to Tuesday and the week before. So we need to read it. We need to understand very early what the game requires, what we have to do to be better than them, and hopefully beat them.
Thanks, Sam. Ian from TalkSport.
Mikel, you mentioned there the achievement of Pep Guardiola's 1000th game. With you being as young as you are and already having spent a considerable period of time as a manager, is that one of the things you're personally aiming for yourself, to reach that kind of milestone?
Well, I would be extremely happy and proud if one day I'm able to do what he's done in his career, because as you all know, he's been probably the most important person in my football career, and yeah, incredibly proud
big up my bro, my
of
brother.
him and what he's done.
You spoke very eloquently about Granit Xhaka as well. He came here after Euro 2016 and stayed for a long time. Do you think he was, in a way, underappreciated by the Arsenal fans?
I don't know. Certainly, internally, he had a lot of appreciation, and the more I'm laughing because I just visualize Granit, and it makes me laugh because he was such a character, huge personality, very funny, super professional, and one of those guys that can change the dressing room and the spirit of a team, and that's.
And you've seen that at both Bayer Leverkusen and at Sunderland. Like literally, the way that Arteta is describing Xhaka is exactly what Xhaka is showing wherever he goes. So,
Superpower to have.
While you're in a smiley, laughing mood, I was trying to work out before. I think I've worked out there's only one team in the Premier League that probably could stop you achieving your goal this year of winning the Premier League. And I want to know if you agree. And that team's Arsenal.
No, I don't agree. I'm sorry, because any team has the capacity, and I'm sure they believe as well that they can do it. So we are fully aware of that. We know our strength. We know the things that we have to improve as well, and we just focus on that.
And last
They
one
try-
was more.
you see, they try to set traps for him. They try to set traps on the manager, you know. He just busses. No, man. Why are you trying to set these traps on, man? Nah, killed it.
serious
Killed it.
question. End of December, you've got Everton away on the Sunday, and then 48 hours later, Crystal Palace in the League Cup.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. As
Very
things
hopefully
stand-
not.
As things stand right now, that is the way things are going. How much are you pleading with common sense to kick in from the people that do the fixtures?
Well, I remain super optimistic that this is not going to be the case, because from every angle, from the Premier League, from the EFL, from UEFA, all the time, the only thing that we talk about is the welfare of the player and the supporters. And if we want to maintain that principle, that cannot be the case, and we cannot play Sunday and Tuesday. So we have very positive talks to the clubs and to the Premier League, and hopefully we'll find a way to help as much as possible, because sometimes you cannot help 200 people out there that they have an issue. But for that reason, you cannot say, if I can help 100, I'm not going to do it, because what about the other 100? No. Help 100. If you can help 100, and the other 100, next time you have the opportunity, do it as well. And I think we need to be very thorough, and we cannot allow ourselves to put in that situation.
Thanks, Ian. Tom.
Hi, Mikel. Just want to ask you a couple of questions on Gabby, with him returning. He's obviously a very different profile to Victor and Kai, who will be coming back soon. So what traits is he going to bring?
Media ready. Okay.
Well, again, a player that is very unpredictable, full of energy, super competitive, a player that comes from a context of difficulty in the last few seasons for various nasty injuries. So the level of hunger, desire.
Big Jogger Bonito. Do you know what? Yeah, the only thing I will say about Gabriel Jesus, yeah, is I really hope that when he comes back, he doesn't get another injury. That's all I just please, man. Because this brother, like, I remember, yeah, the season he came, he transformed the way we was playing. No, he was moving mad, so mad, and then he gets injured. It's like all these injuries. Like do you know what? Yeah, I actually wonder, yeah, how a lot of our seasons would have gone if, like, in those seasons we just had a fully fit Gabriel Jesus for the whole season. Because he's a baller. Like, yeah, he's not gonna get you the amount of goals that you want from a 9, but he actually links up play impeccably. He brings. Do you remember when he was the way that Saka and Martin? I swear the season he came was the season that Saka and Martinelli and Erdegaard had like 15 plus goals. Am I moving mad? I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was the season where they were all just moving mad. Like, Jesus was a connector, bro. We need him, man. And it's so sad that both his knees are gone. Yeah, the United injury. Yeah, man. But he's such a baller, man. Jesus, Gyökeres, Saka, bro. I even think you could dash Jesus in one of the 10s, you know. I still think you could dash Jesus in one of the 10s. He's such a baller, man. He's just, he's got that Brazilian.
To the team is going to be amazing. So I'm thrilled to have him. I think he's going to add something extra to the team that we don't have, and make sure that very soon we see him on that pitch making an impact for the team.
And naturally, when you bring in a centre forward and you add numbers to a certain position, it does lead to question about the players that aren't playing as often, or perhaps might play as often in the future. So, do you see a longevity with Gabby in the group, despite having Victor and Kai there in that centre forward position?
Yes, because we haven't had them, and now we don't have Victor, and we haven't had Kai again for 3 months, or the many forwards, and unfortunately, that's becoming something that consistently is happening. So we need those options, and what an option to have with Gabby.
Thanks, Tom. Simon, from the Evening Standard.
Mikel, just quickly, it sounded like there you're hopeful you might have one of those 5 back tomorrow. Is that correct?
When?
You might have one of those 5 players: Gabby, Kai, Martin.
I didn't say that.
all 5
Let's see what happens in the next few weeks. I don't want to give too much away.
I just want to ask something as well, a bit left field, but I don't know if you saw in the States last week, one of the coaches in the NWSL were talking about her use of AI in helping her coach and pick her team and tactics. Obviously, we're seeing it in all industries now, but do you think in football we're going to see an increased use of AI in the future?
Yeah, I don't know just to make a decision there, but I think it's a tool that is super powerful. You use it in the right way, and if you ask the right questions, especially. So yeah, it's in use already for many things and many processes.
How many coaching departments do you think are typing in ChatGPT? How do we stop Arsenal set pieces? Using AI to coach is crazy. That just shows you how the world's developed. That's actually mad, you know. I won't lie, because obviously I use AI for stuff in it, but I never thought, like, never even comprehended using AI to help you coach with that tactics or stuff. That's actually very interesting. Like, do you know what's mad? Yeah, you could probably dash a video in, obviously, like, for example, Arsenal are gonna have like all the full shebang, full like highest tier AI paid for, whatever's the best in it, more best in slot, or all of that stuff. Just dash in a whole match video and just get the AI to analyze the whole thing. Literally the whole thing. Analyze the whole thing. Yeah, where did we go wrong? Can you identify moments where we could have pressed but we didn't? Can you identify moments where we could have shot but we didn't? Can you identify any misplaced passes? Like, there's so many things you could just ask the AI to pinpoint, and the AI will pinpoint it in like 2 minutes. Imagine that. You pay someone, I don't know how much coaches get paid. Let's just say 50K a year. I don't know, 60K a year to be a coach, but 2 now. You could just dash videos into AI tool that you probably pay £70 a month for, and you get the answer a lot quicker. And it's crazy. It's crazy how AI is changing the world, and it'd be interesting. I personally think we need AI refs, like just the whole 10 cameras, no more human refs in there, and just these are the rules. AI. When there's a foul, I don't know, just make a mad noise in the stadium, and then we just go from there.
That can help just not a team, but just the organization as well, and and I think it will improve and it will give us good insight or things at least to think about.
I know here you've got your football intelligence unit. Can you give any insight to how you use it here at the club?
I'm not the most expert on that to comment, but yeah, it's a valuable tool. We have developed certain things that, in our opinion, can help us, especially to understand ourselves better and what we do, and to evaluate what we do and what we can improve, and then I think it will exploit to many other areas of the club.
Thanks, Simon. James from The Athletic.
Hi, Mikel. I was just thinking about Granit again. You spoke about his force of personality. He was such a big figure here.
Raw, they're loving Granit in this presser.
Years ago, you make that decision to allow him to leave the club. You've got a young group.
Aye, big up Joshua, man.
Personality in that dressing room. How carefully did you have to think about his absence and managing that?
Yeah, it wasn't obviously an easy decision because I knew the impact that he could have at the club and the team. But then when you have one of those leaders as well, you need to have in the right frame of mind and fully committed, and him feeling that this is the best place for him. And granted, when he expressed his idea, the reasons why he believed it was better now, or the right timing after everything that we went through together, to take another challenge and take that journey somewhere else, it really made me think whether it was the right thing again to try to persuade him to stay if he was having already such a deep feeling about it.
And is there sometimes a benefit if you have, a big figure in a dressing room and they leave? Is that a responsibility, a position that other players start to step up and take? And is that what you've seen over the last 2 years?
For sure, when you have such a character there as well, other players are taking different roles, and when that person is not there or that role is not there, some of the people have to step in, whether players are already there or players that we identify that we want to recruit as well, that could provide something different, because it's always going to be different, but yeah, it was a good exercise to do.
Thanks, James.
Oi, imagine after all of this build-up, all of this hype, Xhaka goes and gets sent off in like the first 5 minutes. That would be so Arsenal Xhaka. Just for no reason. You know what, yeah, also as well, I hope the fans don't boo him. I hope the away fans don't boo him. Do you know what I mean? But you know what? I hope he doesn't get a red card. I want to see him play the whole game. Obviously, I don't want to punch him up too badly, you get me, because ties and that, but
Hi.
Xhaka don't do a mad thing.
Every fixture is massively important, but with this fixture, given that City and Liverpool are playing each other at the weekend and there's that natural break that you get with the international break, do you feel like this is an opportunity to lay down a marker?
I big up Harry Simeon, though. Big up Harry Simeon. That's Harry Simeon, innit? Big him up, big him up.
In terms of the title race?
Well, as you said, every weekend is crucial. There are weekends that, for other possible results or other games, maybe they are a little bit more important. But at the end, you need to just conquer a certain amount of points if you want to achieve your goals. And 3 points against Sunderland tomorrow are going to be really tough, and we're going to have to really earn them.
And just back to Granit Xhaka really quickly, one of the things you did was alter his role. You changed his position, and Arsenal fans started to see the best of him. Would you agree then that?
I big up two fairies. So basically, one of Gabriel Jesus, Victor Gyökeres, Martinelli, Ødegaard, Havertz, I think Madueke is fit enough to play today. So we might see one of them back in the matchday squad. Maybe we might see one of them back. So one of the mystery is the mystery. Who's it going to be? We don't quite know yet. Arteta hasn't given away too much about it, but there's a potential that one of them could be back.
Previous to that, he had maybe been misprofiled a little bit.
No, because obviously when we signed him, it was for the right reasons, because he was playing a different role, but he was excellent. When you see playing the national team with Leverkusen in a deeper role, he did very well, as well as the necessity of the team or the understanding of the manager or the coach about a player and the chemistry that he can create around other players as well. And we believe that Granit's position had to be modified, and he brought him a challenge as well that I think was quite positive for him to say,
Rod, did you see how he started smiling when he said it? He bought him a challenge. See, he loves pushing players, in it. Pause, because he shouldn't be pushing anyone. But you could see, like, look at his face. He loves pushing them to the max. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they gave him a little challenge. You know what I mean? I see you, Arteta. I see you.
I'm gonna show everybody that I can do it, and Granit needs that as well in his personality.
Thanks, Harry. Nick at the back.
Hi, Miguel.
Hi.
Just a couple of questions on the international break. You've got well represented in the England squad again, particularly Declan Rice. Would you say he's in the form of his career at the moment this season?
Well, he's been super consistent and playing such a high level, and now we see him impacting the games in various ways, in different areas of the pitch, in different phases of the game. And this is exactly what we want. I think his role is growing at the club, in the team, naturally as well, in a really organic way. And he needs to maintain that because he's been exceptional.
He seems to work very well with the younger players too, almost as a mentor. Miles has been left out of this squad. Do you think you or he will have to have a word with Miles today just to sort of reassure him? Or?
Yes.
Just for me, though, I think it was a bit dark leaving Miles out of the squad. Like, because I don't know, to me it's a bit mad, like, because it's not like he's dropped off or anything. It's just that other players have stepped up and are just preferred at the moment. But when he can play, he does play, and every time he does play, he plays at a good level. So I don't know. I feel like it's a bit weird. I feel like it was very weird to leave Miles Lewis-Skelly out of the camp. I think it was very weird to leave Miles Lewis-Skelly out of the, like, why would you do it? Do you know what I mean? Honestly, I don't quite get why you would do it, especially because Thomas Tuchel. I know Thomas Tuchel did say that he needs Miles Lewis-Skelly to play more football, but he also did say as well that the camp is really good at the moment, and he doesn't really want to make any changes to the camp because there's a good feeling in the camp and it's all working out at the moment. So why would he change it? So I don't know. A bit of mixed messaging from Tuchel, but hopefully Miles Lewis-Skelly can make his way into the final camp, which I think is in March, and then make his way hopefully into the World Cup team. But I see no reason why you wouldn't take Miles Lewis-Skelly to the World Cup, because do you know what I mean? He's one of the I would say one of the better left backs in the Prem, and there's the added bonus of being able to play him in midfield as well. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's very similar to Nico O'Reilly, he's been cold this season, but I think you could take both.
For sure. I think we are here to support and help each other and to give a good perspective of the situation. And in case of Miles, when you look at his age, what he's already done is just remarkable. So don't look at the one moment, right, what is happening for you, because maybe it happens for the right reason, and today you cannot see it.
Thanks, Nick. George.
I'm okay, just one here. With Kai Havertz, when he is available, how kind of cautious do you need to be with him? So obviously he's missed the period, but then he did get that base fitness, I guess, in pre-season.
Well, let's see. Let's see how he absorbs the load first when he starts to train with us. And when he's done that, obviously we're going to have to be, especially the first few weeks, with an eye on him to manage the amount of minutes and when we play him. But yeah, I mean, when you look at his record and what he's done in his career, he's played every single game. He's never been almost injured, and now we have this issue with his knee that it will be resolved, and hopefully he will be back to his best.
Thanks, George. And Mikel,
just quickly, this is another good thing about the depth of our squad, because yeah, we've got so many attackers out, but it doesn't feel like there's any real rush to have to bring any of them back. So it feels like when a player goes out now, they actually can just take all the time they need to actually get fully fit, which is I think is very important in a squad. We wasn't able to do that last season, which is why we had players dropping like flies. But I feel now the depth of the squad is so strong that we're actually able to just go, all right, cool, Havertz, you got a problem with your knee. All right, cool, go have the surgery, whatever it is you need to do. All right, cool, this is the time it will take for you to recover. All right, cool, that's fine. Just do it. There's no pressure. You know what I mean? We got other guys that can just step up, and they are stepping up. So yeah, I don't know, man. But hopefully when Havertz comes back, he comes back and it's like, cool, we've now got you for the rest of the season. Like, I don't want it to be like in, out, shake it all about, all that stuff.
Mikel Merino's been in fine form and been the player up front for you. Another 2 goals and maybe another 2 well-taken goals. Will he be a bit of a selection headache for you moving forward, maybe playing him up front a bit more often as well?
Well, it's always this when we have players of that quality, and we have found a way to play Mikel in 3 different roles already this season and performing in all of them. And yeah, he had a massive contribution the other night with his goals, especially with Victor out, which is great to have.
Thanks very much. And just to wrap up the live section, Sam.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
With Mikel Merino, we also saw the 2 goals of the day. I'm sure you're surprised to have even played him up top with the options you already have, but injuries, of course not. What does he kind of bring to the table that maybe the strikers don't bring, or the strikers in general don't bring? Because it's not a natural position for him, is it?
No, it's not natural because he hasn't played before in his career, but he's such an intelligent and competitive player that he can adapt to any position. Because first of all, he's so willing to do his very best, to understand what he needs to do. He's always asking questions, and he's a winner. Wherever he plays, the only thing he wants is to win, to contribute to the team. And when you have that mindset, things normally go well for you.
And is he the kind of player, because obviously he doesn't start week in, week out, but is this just a representation of these kind of squad players? These are the players that are needed across the season to sustain a title win or to sustain being in trophies across the season?
I think there are squad players, because that way we have built a squad that can have the capacity to achieve what we want. And their roles will change, and he's changed now in the last 2 seasons in different way for different situations as well, but the impact on the team remains very, very positive.
Thanks, Sam. We'll switch to 10:30 a.m.
And that's the presser done. Do you know what? A very calm press conference, you know. For once, I think there was some good questions asked. I big up Georgie one for LFC. And obviously with that, you know, I'll move on to, you know, I guess the lineup that I would go, and I guess my prediction for the game. So let me share my screen, people. Just a little reminder, if you haven't done so already, just hit that like button. It should look something like this, but I mean, with a lot less hair and no tattoo, and it's a different complexion as well. Why did it do that? Remove. Wait, what's going on? Nope. That's not the one. Nope. Actually, no, that one. Actually, hey, this one's kind of nice, you know. This one's kind of nice. Kind of nice. All right, cool. So, all right. Obviously, people, let me know, as usual, where you think I'm going mad. But I'll be real. I think for this one, I think it's a pretty standard one. So, obviously, Raya in goal. You know, he's for me, he's the best keeper in the league. And to me, the only games that he really doesn't start in is Carabao Cup games, FA Cup games, and games in the Champions League that we've already, like, say we've already qualified for the next stage of the Champions League, then give Kepa some games in the Champions League, because Kepa needs to get up to that level as well. Obviously, right back, again, the best right back in the world, Timber. You know, I think this is pretty standard. I think everybody puts Timber in at right back. And then obviously with our defense, it's pretty standard, right? You know, you go Saliba, you go Gabriel, big Gabby, and then you go Calafiori, obviously. Calafiori. I feel like this is pretty solidified as our first team back five. I feel like for the majority of games throughout the Premier League and Champions League, this is probably what you're going to see, unless Arteta feels like a real need to tinker. For me, still running the agenda, Zubimendi in the solo 6. I believe he is back. I don't think he's out. So he goes right back into the team. Ooh. All right. What do I want to do here? Okay. I think what I want to do is Declan Rice. Because obviously I don't know who the mystery player is that's back. So I'm not gonna assume or try and get it. I'll do this based off of what I think, what I know is available. So let's dash Eza in the midfield as well, so he can be one of the 10s. I'll dash him there. Him, Timber, and Saka have the chance to form like a really good triangle over there. So, and obviously Saka is the right winger. Like that's never in doubt. That's never ever in doubt. And then Trossard, I think Trossard's been really good left wing. I think he stepped up a lot in the last like month or so, and he's actually funnily enough turned into one of our best performers. Like he's getting match winning goals as well. He's playing in those tight spaces. He's causing problems. I'm even seeing him making driving runs as well and using a bit of his athleticism, which you don't really see too often from Trossard. So yeah, no, I think, and obviously a lot of Arsenal fans, me myself included, called him out during the summer. I actually wanted him to leave. So hey, maybe this is why Arteta is the manager of Arsenal and I'm a brother that sits on the chair. And then obviously without really knowing who's available, I think you have to put Marino there, right? You kind of have to put Marino there. He got 2 goals in the Champions League. You know, he's in a good moment. However, if Victor Gyökeres is the person that's back, then I would start Victor Gyökeres. If it turns out that it's Havertz or Jesus that are the ones that are back, then I would probably still start Marino because I think it's a bit risky to go from being out that long to then just dashing them straight into first team football at the Stadium of Light where it's going to be a real physical game. I don't think that's a wise decision to make. I think Gyökeres makes the bench actually mind games. Yeah, potentially. But then it's a bit weird though, because he pull out for the international break for Sweden. I don't think Sweden would be too happy if he pulled out and then they see him on the bench for Arsenal. I don't think they'd be too happy. So yeah. Eze needs to up his game. Yeah, but he will get there though. Yeah, it's like an automated chat thing, innit? Just to post messages so certain messages and links so I don't have to constantly do them while streaming. Wesley, man, you came in at the end, bro. Virtually at the end, bro. I even went a little bit later this morning as well. So it gave people time to, do you know what I mean? Wake up and that and do their morning stuff. I'm a tiny bit better, but I'm still, you get me, mad. Oh, Ryan, you come in at the end as well, bro. What's going on? We're nearly done, you know. Nearly done. I've done my lineup. Lineup's done. This is what I'm going with. This is what I'll go with. Let me know what you people think, obviously. And obviously, if you've made it this far, you know, if you're watching on playback, in the comments, let me know what you think about this lineup. I feel like this is our strongest lineup at the moment. You are funny, Mally. We need to not encourage any of this behavior. Don't encourage this behavior. Sunderland looking ready, very ready, man, very ready. That strong lineup, we need to ban man up 100%, 100%. No, you ain't gotta apologize, bro. Nothing for you to apologize about, bro. Hey, just like the video, people, and you get me, and then we're all good. But yeah, this is my lineup. I think this team can get the win. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be an easy game, not by any stretch of the imagination. I actually think it's going to be a very tricky game. I am looking forward to watching it. I actually do like 5:30 games as well. I expect us to break our clean sheet record today. I expect that. I definitely expect that. And do you know what? I have a feeling that this is a game where Declan Rice can go grab the man of the match. I feel like this game is very suited for Declan Rice having a one of those matches in it, because it's going to be tricky, it's going to be rough, it's going to be tough, it's going to be physical. There's not going to be too much space to really do things in open play. Like, that's just how Sunderland are. They're going to make it very, 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 very difficult, very, very awkward for us. And I feel like when the game is like that, people like Rice, delivery from dead balls. Like, I can fully see our first goal coming from a corner or a free kick. I won't lie. And who's going to be taking that? It's going to be Declan Rice. But you know what? Oddly enough, I could see it would be so nice to see a Rice screamer. So you remember the one he scored against Chelsea? Just a right screamer, man. I would love that, man. I big up PFC TV, man, bro. Hope you're good. Hook some Corey in the house. Hey, I used to watch that show to get it. I big up him. Hey, him. If you haven't already, come over to the YouTube, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and come join the village. We're always looking for more. And hey, you're on Twitter. You might as well follow me in it. We do this daily. You know what I'm saying? But look, the midfield three is going to be very important. Obviously, as always, our defense is going to be important. I don't see us having too many chances. I do think that Arsenal fans, Gunners, we're conceding a shot on target today. We're definitely conceding a shot on target today, people. Just accept it. We're definitely conceding a shot on target. So my prediction, for today. Obviously, those of you that watch the prediction show on Thursday, you already know. But my prediction for today is 2-0 to the Arsenal. I think we're going to keep a clean sheet. I do think it's going to be hard. I don't think it's going to be one of those 2-0s where it's comfortable and, do you know what I mean? Comfortable and easy and bare goals. Like, I just think it's like maybe we get a goal from a set piece, and then maybe between the 80th to 90th minute, we get a goal that kills the game and kills, like, I guess, any chance for Sunderland to bring it back. Hooks, you are legends. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. That in the Carlia guy tweeted about Liao agents and Arsenal. Look, bring me Liao. Bring me Liao. I'll never say no to Liao. Bring me Liao. Man said, bun the ending stream gimmick, brother. Well, you see how you're funny, bro. It's too early, mate. Ask me that after the Tottenham game. It's too early, mate. Way too early, mate. Maybe I'll run up some conversations about the Bayern game during the international break. But I actually have to do the end the stream gimmick because I actually need to. I got a few things to do. Got a doctor's appointment, all that stuff. So I want to have a bit of a moment to chill before I have to start doing some stuff in the real life. So yeah, obviously, big up everyone that came through today, you know, and listen to me waffle on about my team that I love, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure you do some things for me before you leave, one of which is subscribing to the channel. The other is liking the video if you haven't done so already. Real ones, make sure you're coming back, and then afterwards you are no one's actually live. Okay, you're coming back after and commenting and hyping up the video. Help out the algorithms a bit. Let's have a little chat in the comments. And yeah, as always, 3-0. Let's do it, Steve. And as always, I love you and leave you. Up the Gunners. Hope y'all have a great day.
Man, I lick shot like Shevchenko. I got fam that I getting on my nerves. Feel like man, I itch if that man get killed. Every day trying to get on nerve, but man just swerve, idiot, have a let go. I didn't mean idiot, have a let go. Man better mind out before they find out. It can get dark when you gas this petrol. Splash all over the pavement curb. Man know me, I don't play with verbs. Seen too much, I'm aiming first. Man don't think anymore, man burst. 18 and a clip that's gift and curse. Man won't limp this biscuit hurst. Civilian crashed on LinkedIn work. Got stacks on who's gonna be sprinting first. Them man, there's some man. Little idiots don't concern, man.